Prathamesh Patil. Prathamesh Patil, are you defining or somebody else unmuted?
Hello.
Balaji, okay.
So the ratio of mass of dryness steam to the total mass of steam is called as dryness fraction.
Okay, so mass of the dry steam to the total mass of steam, that we call it as a dry inspection. And how here, what is formula to calculate the dry inspection? Anybody?
EMS upon EMS plus EMW.
X is equal, dry inspection is denoted by which letter?
X.
X, and that X is equal, good. Akshay Hetia. Okay, X is equal to Akshay.
MS divided by MS plus MW.
Okay. Now, who will tell what is the dryness fraction of liquid? What is dryness fraction of liquid? Pramod Avlekar. What is dryness fraction of liquid? All liquids? Zero. Because why zero? Pramod. Why zero? Dry inspection of all liquids. Why it is zero?
Because
Correct.
mass of dry steam is zero.
Dry steam part is in the liquid is zero. So there is no dry part. Everything is wet or liquid. Therefore, MS is equal to zero. Zero divided by anything will be zero. Correct. Then what is dryness fraction of superheated steam? Who will tell? What is dryness fraction of superheated steam?
1.
1. Akshay. Okay, correct. And what is dryness fraction of dry and saturated steam? Saturated steam. What is dryness fraction of dry and saturated steam? Also 1.
1.
Okay, or is more than 1 for superheated steam? Is more than 1 for superheated steam? Okay, so now I will test for you one small test. So I am giving one statement. The dryness fraction of superheated steam is above 1. Whether this statement is true or false, that you have to write in message box. All I have to write now. All I have to write in your message box. Dryness fraction of, so I am writing dryness fraction of superheated steam, whether it is above 1. Everybody who are present in class, they have to write this. Okay. So everybody have to write. So this will be your little attendance at the initial. This questions answer. False. Okay. Then another question I will ask, that dryness fraction of wet steam is 0. Sorry, wet steam is in between 0 to 1. Listen. Dryness fraction of wet steam is in between 0 to 1. Whether it is correct or false. True or false. Okay. Good. So dryness fraction of wet steam is in between 0 to 1. Okay. Now here I want one relationship between pressure, saturation pressure and saturation temperature from all. What is the relationship between saturation pressure and saturation temperature? So this relation, you can write here, saturation pressure is dash to saturation temperature. Mention that relation. Directly proportional, Kunal Shetty, good. Directly proportional, good. So here, no problem. Now I think we will start now. We will, okay, very nice. So I am satisfied today. I'm happy also that all are now giving, we are considering or we are doing our class as an active class. I am now considering now our class is active. Okay. So I will, this kind of lecture, this kind of method I will use. Correct, na? Am I right? Means instead of speaking me, I am for continuously 2 hours. Okay. So let us. I want to involve you also there, so that okay, good. Kedar Yadav. So everybody is responding also positively. Very good. Okay. So within 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, I will revise whatever we have learned in the last lecture. Okay. So unit number 2 is there. That is formation and properties of steam. So we have discussed about the applications of steam. Mainly, the steam is used for the steam power plant for generating electricity, and steam engines for propulsion, drive, steam for heating, sterilization, humidification, refrigeration. In appearance of steam, what is dry steam, what is wet steam, that we have gone through. Okay. Then, uh, what is steam? That is vapor or gaseous form of water that we have discussed. It is generally produced in boilers, and process is at constant pressure. And afterwards, we have discussed about the types of steam. So now I want somebody again interactive type. So who will now? I will tell now. Saurabh Shende, unmute yourself. Saurabh, Saurabh Shende, Saurabh Shende, are you in class? Or as a formality only you have logged in? Saurabh, so if you are not responding, I will consider you absent. So then what is use? Then only logging in for the lecture and doing all works, okay, other works, and not concentrating in lecture. That is not useful, or it is not required. Okay. Then Saurabh Pawar.
Hello, yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, what are the types of different steam? Types of steam. Last lecture,
Types
are
of,
you were you present?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, then, you define. Let it be wrong. Let it be. Saurabh.
Dry steam,
Good.
नंतर wet steam,
Correct.
superheated steam.
Okay, very nice. Okay, now Ajit Gaikwad, our old friend.
Yes, sir.
Old Ajit ji. What is wet steam? Ajit, what is wet steam?
Sir, I am extremely sorry because at last lecture I was not present there.
Why Ajit? Why you are missing lectures? If important
Sir,
part you
I
will
am
miss, then.
sir, I am busy in function, sir. Sorry, sir.
Why you should such kind of excuse you should not give, Ajit? Functions etc. At least important lecture we should go beyond function. Take care henceforth. Already there is no leave concept, leave for lecture, leave for take care. I cannot tell beyond this. Take care only. Then who will
Okay, sir.
define now? Mm, okay. Suhas, I know Suhas is knowing. Karande is a Khadke, Rahul Khadke. Okay, our friend from Mangalveda. What is Rahul? Are you in class? Rahul, same case. Starting such cases, I will put absent. Okay. Then Anil Dongre. Either these students are not concentrating or only Anil. Anil, are you present? Anil Dongre. Kunal, I know. Gorak also good. So, okay. So, Kedar Yadav.
Yes, sir.
What is wet steam? Fast.
In vapors, hot air is present.
Wet steam, I'm asking. Wet steam. Wet, WET, wet steam. Wet steam, not different. Okay. Then Rutuja Kapse.
Yes, sir.
Wet steam. Define wet steam.
The steam contains water and moisture particles in it. Is called a wet steam, and it occurs at saturation temperature.
Okay. And what is dryness fraction of wet steam? What is dryness fraction of wet steam?
Ze-
0, 1, more than 1.
0 and 0,
0.
0 to 1. 0 to
1.
0 to
Correct. In between 0 to 1. Am I right?
0
0 to 1. Correct. Then what is dry steam? We'll define. Open question now. Somebody have to take lead and unmute and tell. What is dry steam? Such kind of questions they may ask in the exam. Okay. Then now Kunal or Suhas.
Yes, sir.
Both of anybody of you. Kunal. Okay.
The steam does not contain
Steam
water
without
particle.
moisture.
Okay. Steam doesn't contain any water particle. It is completely dry. What is temperature? At which temperature this steam occurs?
Saturation temperature.
Saturation temperature. What is
Saturation
dryness fraction of dry steam? Okay.
1.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Good, good. Then, okay, we have a difference between boiling point and saturation temperature also we have discussed. Okay. Then boiling point is the saturation temperature at atmospheric condition. Okay. So boiling point is only one temperature, but saturation temperature may differ. As pressures are differing, saturation pressures will be more, having more than one value. The saturation temperatures also have more than one value. So these are infinite saturation temperatures are there because infinite saturation pressures we can have. Then we have gone for the next is the very important, that is in terms of that heat. When we are going for the phase change, we are having the two kinds of heats are there. We have introduced. One is latent heat and another is sensible heat. Now, somebody's turn. Then Sachin Sutar, now are you listening? Sachin? Sachin, are you in class? I have to treat you absent, though you are attended through online. And Rakesh brother. Rakesh.
Yes, sir.
Now sensible heat and latent heat. Can you define sensible heat?
Sensible heat is at 1 minute, sir.
You should revise after lecture also.
The
What do you-
temperature change at the same pace, sir.
Temperature change at same phase. Okay. And latent heat?
Phase change at the same
Same temperature. Okay. Already I have defined here, but okay. So sensible heat is that kind of heat where the temperature of that substance, working substance, here will increase, but phase will not change. And latent heat is that amount of heat where phase change occurs. Whatever the heat we are supplied, it is utilized for phase change and temperature will remain same. Okay. So at phase change, any phase change, we can say that temperature always remaining constant. Then we have discussed, I think, two types of latent heats. One is what? Latent heat of fusion, and another is what? Latent heat of vaporization. So these two heats are there. Latent heat of vaporization, latent heat of fusion. We have discussed. Fusion means when solid ice, at what temperature it will convert into liquid, okay, water, and latent heat of vaporization, liquid water when it will convert into vapor or steam. That we call it as latent heat of vaporization, while conversion of solid into liquid we call it as a latent heat of fusion. Then this diagram is very important. So we have gone for this diagram. So this diagram is minus 10 degrees Celsius ice we have taken. Okay. Now who will explain this diagram now? 1 minute. let us have this because this is very important. Now, who will take the lead? Rakesh, are you? Rakesh, brother. Let us in your words.
Yes, sir.
In your words, explain. Okay, huh? And then afterwards, a little bit modification by Suhas and then Kunal, and then we'll complete this. Okay, we have to take only 2 minutes for this activity.
Okay.
This diagram, Rakesh. Hmm. Try in your own words, no problem.
Sir,
तुमच्या
there
भाषेत
is a
explain करा, काय problem नाही.
one graph for
ये
solid,
you can.
liquid, and gaseous.
Okay.
Okay, A to B in this. A to
हाँ.
B is the sensible heat, and B to C is a latent heat of fusion.
Fusion, okay. So when we heat that particular ice, let us consider that minus 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. So A to B process will be applicable. Temperature will increase from, Rakesh? Temperature will increase from
Minus 10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees
okay.
Celsius.
What? 0. Then at 0 degrees Celsius, as saturation condition will reach, this temperature is called as 0 degrees Celsius. Saturation temperature for fusion. Okay. At this temperature,
Okay.
suppose we can continue heating that ice. What will happen? Rakesh, B to C.
Phase
What will
changes,
happen?
sir.
Phase change. Okay. Now, Suhas, you explain up to B to D, and Kunal will explain from D to F. Fast.
At point B, solid is heated, and at point B, saturation temperature is reached. Then latent we supplied the heat supplied by us is converted as a latent heat of fusion, and the phase change occur. So solid is converted into liquid at point C.
And temperature
Temperature is saturation temperature only,
remains
constant.
good. Okay. Then C to D. What will happen?
At point C, the heat supplied by us is sensible heat, and temperature of water goes on increasing up to point D.
Okay. And this heat will be called as
Sensible heat.
okay, because temperature is increasing. Now D to F. Kunal.
Yes, sir.
At D, what is the position?
At point D,
What is temperature? Which
at point D
temperature
to C, saturation temperature. Temperature remains constant at D to E.
Okay. Then
This is latent heat.
of
Latent heat of vaporization.
evaporation. Good. Then E to F. Then temperature will remain constant. What is temperature considering at 1 atmosphere?
Constant.
Consider generally.
Yes, sir.
At 1 atmosphere, it will be
100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius. Okay.
100 degrees Celsius.
And E to F, what will happen afterwards? Vapor is converted. All vapors are converted at point E. And what will happen? E to F. Still we heat that steam. What will happen? Its
Temperature goes on
and
increase.
that steam we called as a
Superheated.
so now who will define
Superheated
you
steam.
define superheated steam now.
Steam whose temperature more than saturation temperature and does not contain any water particles.
Okay, that is the definition of superheated steam. Now everybody understood the diagram? Okay. Then same diagram in terms of here we have gone for. So instead of that here, because now henceforth we are not going to interest. We have shown that our focus will be there from conversion of water into steam, not from ice to water. So this part we are going to escape, or we are not going to take into consideration. And then solid ice and its conversion into liquid. water is not needed in further discussion. So that we need not have to discuss further. So we are going to start from water to steam. Okay, and therefore we have neglected that part and we have taken water to steam conversion. So this will be A, B, we are considering, correct na? That time we have discussed this is A point, this will be B point, okay. Then B to C, latent heat of vaporization, and C to D, superheat. This we call it as, if you consider this as a, this will be again, we call it as a sensible heat, and this will be which kind of heat? It will be sensible heat, sorry, superheat. Sensible heat meant it is a sensible heat, but specifically we are giving name for this as a superheat. And the steam at point C to D, the condition that we called as a superheated steam. The superheated steam we defined as a steam whose temperature is more than temperature, does not contain any kind of water particles or moisture. Okay, means dry inspection is definitely one. Okay, and it contain higher enthalpy because it is heated. So at point, now somebody can tell at point A what is the enthalpy heat. If you draw a diagram, what is the A point? Suppose that at a point A, enthalpy and point B enthalpy, compare. Don't tell value. Which enthalpy will be more? Will tell. Now enthalpy means heat contained in that substance. Whether at point A it is more or point B it is more.
At point B.
At point
B.
B it is more. At point B, C and B, comparison in C and B. C and B.
At point C.
C is more. And C to D.
At point D.
At point D. Okay. Okay. Then means as we are converting, means water is having less heat or steam is having less heat. Somebody. So water is having less amount of heat. Okay. And here steam is having more amount of heat. And in that steam, wet steam is having more amount of heat or dry steam is having more amount of heat. Which steam is having more amount of heat?
Dry steam.
Dry steam. And superheated steam, more maximum heat will be there for which steam?
Superheated steam.
Superheated steam. Therefore, this superheated steam generally we supply for the power industry or for steam power plant. Generally we supply which steam? Anybody? Which kind of steam generally we have to supply for power industries? Steam power plant?
Superheated.
Because it contains, correct. Because it contains high amount of heat due to as more input means more output. If superheated steam will be supplied, definitely from that plant we can get maximum amount of work, maximum amount of power. Therefore, always we supply superheated steam to that particular plant. Then we have discussed that effect of boil pressure and saturation temperature. Okay, as saturation pressure goes on increasing, temperature also goes on increasing. Okay, then formation of steam at constant pressure. We have defined subcooled liquid, correct na? That day in okay, subcooled liquid, saturated wet steam, dry saturated steam, superheated steam, dryness fraction, and enthalpy we wanted to define, but we could not. Okay, now somebody have to define subcooled liquid. Let this revision take more, but it is very important. Subcooled liquid. Who will define subcooled liquid? Okay, now I'll tell name. Don't now. Swaz Vijay Surve. Vijay Surve. Sujit
Yes,
Mani.
sir.
Vijay Surve. Okay.
Yes.
What is subcooled liquid?
I don't know, sir.
Why you are not?
I am absent for
You are absent. We were absent. Why you were absent?
absent होतो sir.
कशाला सुरवे मग तू आता आज कसं काय प्रेझेंट आहे सगळं हे होते बेसिक समजलं नाही तर अवघड होते
Network problem, sir.
नेटवर्क
Network problem, sir.
ऍडजस्ट
Mobile.
करायचं नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेम ओंकार सरडे आत्ताच आले म्हणून लेक्चर न्यू आला एंट्री लगेच सरने विचारले. ओके, त्यामुळे उत्तर दिलं. ओके, श्वास आहे. राहुल खडके. राहुल खडके,
येस सर.
काय कुठे आहे? मगापासून हाक मारतोय मी तुम्हाला.
सर रेंजचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, आवाजच येत नाही सर.
कोणा माझा येत नाही का तुमचा येत नाही? तुमचा मला येत नाही.
तुमचा मला येत नाही सर.
आता येतोय का नाही?
येतोय तर मध्ये मध्ये हे होतोय, ब्रेक होतोय.
बर, सबकुल्ड लिक्विड म्हणजे काय? होता ना मागच्या लेक्चरला राहुल?
हा,
मागच्या लेक्चरला प्रेझेंट होता ना?
नव्हतो सर, एका लेक्चरला नव्हतोय परवा दिवशी सर.
होता की मग आलता वाटतंय. बर, ठीक आहे. ऋतुराज काळे ऑनलाईन दिसतील आपले मित्र. ऋतुराज.
Yes, sir.
हा, सबकुल्ड लिक्विड, कॅन यू डिफाइन सबकुल्ड लिक्विड?
Sir, liquid exciting at a temperature below its normal boiling point, sir.
Normal boiling point or normal, not boiling point, saturation temperature we can call. Correct na?
Ha, sir, like that, sir.
Not boiling point is not. We call it as saturation temperature. Okay, boiling point is
Yes,
only
sir,
at one
saturation
pressure. Remember that, atmospheric. But saturation temperature we should terminology we should use as it saturation temperature. You are also correct. For one condition,
Yes, sir.
we can consider it as a boiling point, but we have to take lot of pressures and we have to consider a lot of temperatures also. Okay, then saturated
Yes.
liquid, we can know. Wet steam we have defined, dry saturated steam we have defined, dry inspection we have defined, enthalpy of liquid we have. Now we'll go for this. So this diagram I think we have considered. In important terms also we have defined. Then I think this was the last slide, correct na? So X is equal to mass of dry steam divided by total mass of steam, and X liquid is equal for dry inspection of all liquids is equal to 0. Dry inspection of dry and saturated steam is equal to 1. Okay, why? Because liquid dry and saturated steam mass mw will become 0, therefore ms upon ms it will become 1, and for liquid ms will become 0, so 0 divided by anything. Okay, 0 divided by this will also 0, 0 divided by mw it will become
Hello.
Hello. Rakesh. Rakesh. Hello. Hello.
hello.
सर कुठे गेले?
Any problem, Rakesh?
No sir, no sir.
Screen visible?
No sir.
Hello?
No, sir.
Screen not visible. Just I will check my internet connection. Okay. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, sir.
Audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now audible, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Audible,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I think we have A to B. In this region, A to B, we are having subcooled liquid, and temperature is less than saturation temperature. Okay. B to C, we are having phase change process, that water is going to convert into vapor, and in this case temperature is remaining constant, and this will be called as saturation temperature. Okay. Then at point C, all water is get converted into liquid, okay, sorry, into vapor, and if we continue that particular vapors for further heating, its temperature will be increased, and that temperature we called as that steam we called as a superheated steam. So in case A to B, we are having subcooled liquid. At point B or at point 2, we consider it as a saturated liquid where temperature is equal to saturation temperature. Then we are at point 4, we are having all dry saturated vapor, temperature is also equal to saturated vapor. And in between B to C or 2 to 4, 3 condition, it is wet steam. Okay, dry inspection will be here 0, here it will be 1, it is also 0, up to A to B it is 0, B to C it will be start increasing from 0 at B to 1 at C, and from C to D again it will become 1. Okay, so these are conditions: subcooled liquid, saturated liquid, wet steam, then here dry saturated steam, and after here in this case V, part V, or C to D, a part of superheated steam. Then this is about in terms of dry inspection. Here at point this is 1, this is 0, liquid 0, 0, 0, up to this it will be 0. Okay, X is equal to 0. Then at point 2 also it is equal to 0. Then for wet steam, here it will be from point 2 to 4, in between 3 region, it is in between 0 to 1. Etc. inspection 0 less than means 0 at point 2, in between 0 to 1. At point 2 it will become dry saturated vapor, dry inspection X will equal to 1. And from again for superheated steam also it is equal to 1. I think this up to this we have completed last lecture. Am I audible, na? Because I am using for my second device I am using. Okay. Now here this is very important diagram. This diagram we have to use in our next for future study. Okay. So this is our diagram related to temperature, saturation temperature. Don't consider it as boiling point. To heat or enthalpy is we can call it as a TH diagram. This is called, we can call it as a TH diagram of phase change. This is called a TH diagram. Already we have defined all these things, but some definitions means some nomenclature we have to change. Okay. Now here liquid may be there below saturation temperature, is heated, start heating, and its temperature will increase. That heat we called as a sensible heat, and it is denoted by letter HF. HF means what? F for fluid. Remember that. F for fluid. G for anybody? G for anybody. Pramod Avlikar, Kunal Shetty. Those are on
Vapor, sir.
Vapor. Okay.
For vapor.
And F is liquid. Okay. And FG means what? Anybody? FG means, if you understand this terminology, very simple to do. Anybody? HFG means what?
Latent heat of vaporization.
Latent heat of vaporization.
Kunal, not vaporization, but what is FG? Fusion or okay, evaporation. But FG means it is a mixture of vapor and liquid. It is a part evaporation process is there, but it is mixture of evaporation, mixture of liquid and vapor. Okay. Now let us consider this point. I will terminology so that A B terminology will good. A B C and this will I will consider as a D. Okay. Then A to B. This is a liquid is heated, and the heat is called as sensible heat, and this will be considered as sensible heat and denoted by letter HF. Okay. Then from B to C, it is latent heat. That liquid saturation temperature is reached. This temperature we call it as Tsat. Okay. Saturation temperature. So this saturation temperature remains constant here, and the liquid at B will start converting into vapor at C. Okay. But in between, it is the wet steam will be there. Means some little here simultaneously some part of liquid is start converting into vapor. Okay, at point B, 100% liquid, 0% vapor. And when we go away from B, we can say that here 10% of vapor and 90% of liquid. Exactly at middle we say that 50% of liquid and 50% of vapor. So this is called as latent heat. So from B to C, at saturation temperature when it will reach, okay, and at that time there will be liquid phase, and at point C vapor phase. So this part of heat is called as latent heat, and it is denoted by letter HFG. It is called as latent heat of vaporization. Now this HF plus HFG, we call it as a HG. HG means what? It is completely vapor part, and it can be defined as what? Hg is equal to Hf, sensible heat, okay, in part A to B, and B to C, that latent heat. That is called as Hg, Hf plus in 1 into Hfg. Then to calculate the enthalpy of the wet steam, what is formula? Basic formula is there. H weight is equal to Hf plus X HFG, or we can say if we don't want to write bracket, then in our my students notebook you will find this as a H weight is equal to Hf plus X into HFG. Where this X is called as dryness fraction, and HF is the at saturation temperature. What is this HF value we have to take? HFG at that saturation temperature, this Hg value we have to take. So this HF plus XHFG will be H weight. So if it is a 0.5 at this point, then it will be HF plus 0.5 into HFG. 0.5 indicate that 50% part of that liquid is get converted into vapor. Okay, at point it is everything is vapor, there is no liquid, therefore dryness fraction at point C will be 1, and therefore Hg, if it is considered as a complete dry part Hg, then Hg is equal to Hf plus this X is equal to 1, and we can say it as a Hg is equal to, in short, Hf. That relation we are getting, that Hf plus 1 means HFG. Okay, still we further heat that steam from C to D. Then this will already Hg already we have given. Then again for superheat up to this point we have heated. This will be Tsat, we can say, saturation temperature, and let us consider this as a superheated temperature, T sup. Then this is which kind of heat? Sensible heat. C to D is one kind of what? Sensible heat. And sensible heat where the temperature is changing, then that heat we can call it as what? MCP into delta T. Therefore, this part C to D we can calculate by formula mCp delta T. Okay, but if you consider specific enthalpy, then M will become 1. In that case, Cp into delta T. What is delta T? Final temperature will be, anybody? Final temperature will be of that separated steam. Final temperature will be, anybody? Final temperature will be T sup. Superheated steam. T sup means what? Henceforth we consider as T sup means superheated steam temperature, and T sat means saturated temperature. So this is delta T means T sup minus T sat, delta T, and M is equal to 1 Cp of superheated steam. This will be Cp of superheated steam. So if we want total enthalpy of superheated steam, okay, then it will equal to H sup. Okay, it will equal to H sup is equal to up to this A to C we have calculated because Hg plus Cp into T sup minus T sat. Everybody understand? So these diagrams everybody have to understand. HF means what? Enthalpy of liquid. Okay. HFG means enthalpy of mixture, or it is called as latent heat of vaporization. Hg means enthalpy of vapor. H sup means enthalpy of superheated steam. Okay. T sup means temperature of superheated steam, and T sat means temperature of saturation temperature. We're done now. This is our diagram. Give heading temperature enthalpy diagram. Okay, Akshay hit here. Please repeat this point. Okay, Akshay, unmute and tell what needs to be repeated, what you are not done, so that everybody will understand. I will repeat. Akshay, be frank.
Sir, once again that equation.
Okay, or all okay. Okay. Again, I will explain. No problem, because this is very important. Okay. So here we know that liquid at point A having temperature less than saturation temperature. Now T sat is our nomenclature for saturation temperature. Okay. So this liquid we have start heating, that A to B, its temperature means during that temperature will reach from, let us consider T1 to T sat. So this heat is called as sensible heat. That water will take that heat. Okay. But as this heat is taken from by liquid only, it is denoted by letter HF. Okay. So this heat is there from A to B, which is utilized to increase the temperature of that liquid from T1 to T sat temperature. This is temperature is called what? T sat temperature. Okay. So this, as it is liquid, we say it as a sensible heat denoted by letter HF. Still at point B, we started heating that particular liquid. Then that liquid will, as saturation temperature is reached, this temperature will remain constant. Okay. And B to C, liquid will start converting into vapor. At point C, everything will be vapor. Okay. So this enthalpy we want to calculate at point C. So this will be enthalpy of here Hg. So this is what? Blue line is there. So this blue line indicates that enthalpy of vapor. If we have heated that water up to point C, means up to complete vapor condition, then its enthalpy, because it have absorbed from that combustion of fuel. Okay, so it enthalpy will be Hg. Okay, this HF part plus this BC part means HF plus HFG. That will be nothing but HF Hg. Okay. Then afterwards, let us consider that B dash point, or we can consider this point as a B dash. Okay, let us consider for your simplicity, we consider this point as a B dash. Here, up to this point, we have heated that particular liquid, and we have stopped heating at B dash. Then enthalpy, this region is called as wet region. So this steam will be called as this at point B dash, we will have wet steam. And the equation for that wet steam will be H wet is equal to, at let us consider one example, B dash point we want to calculate. Then this enthalpy B dash we want to calculate. Let us consider this, transfer this point here. So this enthalpy will be what? This HF part is already there. So this HF plus we can get, now from steam table is one concept is there. From the steam table, we can get the values of HF, HFG. So HFG value if we know, and if it is multiplied by dryness fraction X up to what percentage that steam is dry, depending on that X into HFG. So this is the basic formula to calculate enthalpy of H wet steam, HF plus X HFG. If it is at point B dash, X is equal to 0.5 or 50% means 0.5. Then HF plus 0.5 into HFG. Okay. And point C, if you consider HG, HG means what? Dryness fraction at point C. Akshay, what is dryness fraction at point C? Akshay?
1.
1. Therefore, X if we put 1, then HG will be obviously, by this graphically also we are getting HG is equal to HF plus HFG. Or by putting X value as a 1, we will get mathematically also HG is equal to HF plus HFG. So at point C, HG will get HF plus HFG. Now still, we have heated that steam from point C to D, which is superheated condition, superheated steam. Now this parameter C to D heat, or this heat is nothing but what? This heat is equal to what? Superheat, or one kind of sensible heat. And this can be defined as mCp delta T. Any sensible heat can be defined as mCp delta T. As m is equal to 1, this difference C to D heat, how much heat we have given for C to D part for superheating steam, that is equal to what? mCp delta T, or we can call it as a Cp. And delta T is equal to what? What is delta T? Delta T is equal to, here if you consider at point C, saturation temperature. At point D, we are having superheated steam temperature. So T sup, the temperature of superheated steam, because at point D, we are having superheated steam. Okay, so this delta T is equal to T sup minus T sat. Therefore, Cp, this difference is only superheated Cp into, we can say, T sup minus T sat. But if one can want to calculate the entire enthalpy heat of superheated steam at point D, so this is equal to, what will be equal to? HF plus HFG, means we call it as a HG, plus this difference Cp into T sup minus T sat. Now from this diagram, one can calculate enthalpy of wet steam. How much is there? Enthalpy of wet steam is equal to H wet is equal to general formula HF plus X into HFG. How to calculate HF, HFG, we'll take later on. But now H wet is equal to HF plus X HFG. HG is equal to HF plus only HFG. And enthalpy of superheated steam is equal to H sup is equal to Hg plus Cp into T sup minus T sat. So for calculating enthalpy of superheated steam, we should know Hg, specific heat at constant pressure for that steam, okay, according to that pressure, and temperature of superheated steam, and we should record the temperature of saturation temperature. Then one can calculate H sup. Now understood? Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Still doubt is there? Huh?
No, sir. Yes, understood.
Understood. Any other having problem? Like, okay, Akshay, now clear. Rahul Chaudhary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now draw diagram. This diagram is important. So give heading as TH diagram. Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Kunal, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now screen
Yes,
visible.
sir,
na?
audible.
Okay, now just
Yes, yes.
okay. Now I use that. Okay, another device mic. Okay. Whether diagram is over. Kunal, diagram is over. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Draw it. Don't draw equation, but at least draw diagram. This is very because on this diagram, our entire steam table basic is depend. Fast, because we have to cover. You heading TI diagram है temperature enthalpy diagram. Shall I go ahead? Akshay,
Yes, sir.
everybody? Okay, write down. Enthalpies of steam. After writing the TI diagram, enthalpies of steam. First write down. I have written enthalpies of steam. I will ask randomly anybody whether you have written or not. This is very important. Enthalpy of wet steam. First equation we want to calculate, right? Enthalpy of wet steam. Enthalpy of wet steam. Right now, H wet is equal to. Who will tell? Somebody can unmute and tell. H wet is equal to.
HF plus X HFG.
Correct. Kunal. Correct. H wet is equal to HF plus X into HFG. Where X is equal to. What is X is equal to? X is equal to dryness fraction of wet steam. Dryness fraction of wet steam. In second, write down. Enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. Because it exists at saturation temperature and it is dry. Hence, it is generally called as dry and saturated steam. Write down. Enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. Enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. H G. We can call it as dry because HG. Okay. Or also in my notebook, whenever you will find notebook with all the students, it will be defined as H dry and saturated like this. H dry and saturated. like this, H dry and saturated. H dry and saturated is equal to H dry and saturated is equal to HF plus 1 into HFG. H dry and saturated is equal to HF plus 1 into HFG. Okay. Why 1? Anybody? Basic equation
Dryness
is
fraction of
saturated steam is 1. Okay. Therefore, H next line write down. H dry and saturated like this. H dry and saturated is equal to HF plus HFG. HF plus HFG. And is also equal to HG. But what is HF plus HFG? Our diagram. HF plus HFG is equal to HG. Okay. Everybody got this? H dry and saturated is equal to HF plus HFG or is equal to HG. Now for that we should know pressure and temperature. That will clear afterwards. Okay. Then enthalpy of superheated steam. Enthalpy of superheated steam. H soup is equal to what is the equation? Anybody? Enthalpy of superheated steam. H soup is equal to what is H soup? Superheated steam N up to D point. Anybody? Okay, write down. H soup is equal to next line. H soup is equal to HG. HG तर असणार त्यामध्ये HG प्लस सुपरहिटेड पार्ट कुठला आहे CP into bracket T soup minus T set. कसा आला तो MCP delta D. H soup is equal to HG plus CP into bracket T soup minus T set. Where H soup is equal to H soup is equal to specific enthalpy of superheated steam. H soup is equal to specific enthalpy of superheated steam. Hg is equal to enthalpy of dry steam. Not dry and saturated steam. Hg enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. Cp. What is Cp? Cp specific heat at constant pressure of steam. Specific heat at constant pressure of steam. And Tsat. What is Tsat? Oh, sorry. T soup. T soup is equal to temperature of superheated steam. Temperature of superheated steam. Tsat is equal to temperature of saturated steam. Temperature of saturation temperature. No, sorry. Saturation temperature. Tsat saturation temperature. Tsat means saturation temperature. No. I will ask one by one. No. Prasanna Khobre. Are you in meeting?
Yes, sir.
No. What is the enthalpy of wet steam? How we can calculate enthalpy of wet steam? Formula. Prasanna. Have you written? Prasanna Khobre. Have you written all the formulae? Prasanna is not interested to talk. Then Shaneshwar Misal. Can you tell enthalpy of wet steam formula?
Sorry, sir. I am not home.
I am काय मराठी सांगा मराठीत.
बाहेर आलोय सर मी.
काय कशाला अटेंड करताय काय काय अर्थ आहे त्याला बाहेर येऊन? काय अटेंड व्हायचं म्हणून व्हायचं नाही. बरं, हु विल टेल? अक्षय हेटिया. नो.
Yes, sir.
Enthalpy of wet steam formula.
Enthalpy of
wet steam.
H wet is equal to
tell. H wet is equal to
Hg plus x into HFG.
Wet I am asking. H wet.
H wet.
स्क्रीनवर आहे की हो स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट मध्ये.
Hello.
H wet is equal to काय असतं फॉर्म्युला?
HF plus x into HFG.
याच्यामध्ये HFG ला काय म्हणतो आपण?
HFG is the enthalpy of vaporization. 1 minute.
लिहा तिथं. ज्यांनी लिहिलं नसेल त्यांनी वाटलं लिहा नाही. HFG is equal to latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. And X is equal to काय अक्षय? X is equal to
Dryness friction.
ड्राय फ्रिक्शन. अजित अक्षय काय समजलं नाही का? नाही का समजून सांग लागतंय. H wet is equal to HF plus X HFG. X म्हणजे ड्रायनेस फ्रॅक्शन, HFG म्हणजे enthalpy of latent heat of vaporization. Then enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. Ajit Nadwingal. Ajit.
Yes, sir.
Enthalpy of dry and saturated steam. How we can calculate? Equation you tell.
Hg is equal to
Correct.
HF plus 1 into HFG.
But this is finally equal to HF plus
HFG.
Okay, but we can call it HG, or it also called as dry and saturated. Then Kunal, enthalpy of superheated steam. How we can calculate?
Sir, Hg plus Cp into T soup minus T temperature of saturation.
Okay. And what is Cp?
Specific heat at
constant pressure.
Okay. ठीक. Shall we go next slide? Okay. Now interpretation of the figure. Whatever figure we have discussed. So in that figure, already discussed, we have neglected solid phase. Conversion of ice to water we have neglected. So we have considered 1 kg of water at 1 atmosphere for a diagram. So water is contained in a piston cylinder. That we are not going to consider it. Okay. So 100 Celsius. So interpretation of the figure, superheated steam we are getting. So okay. Now this is very, very important. So this is called as what? Here TH diagram only. Okay. Now I have told you that as saturation pressure changes, saturation temperature will also goes on changes. Now here what we are doing is first up is there. Let us consider saturation pressure as a P1. This is we are getting this line. Okay. Saturation pressure P1. Okay, so this is the P1 line, saturation line, pressure line. This is sensible heat of water. Okay, this is saturation temperature will reach. Okay, then this will be the amount of latent heat required for a phase change. Afterwards, what? This is a superheated line. This is for pressure one pressure, P1 pressure. Similarly, for one another pressure I will change, that is P2. If P2 is the pressure, then I will follow this line, P2 pressure line. Again here, saturation temperature will reach. Okay, from the saturation temperature, it will remain constant. Phase change will occur. Okay, then afterwards, after phase completion, all vapor is get converted here. If you get point also there, A, this is a B, this is C, this is a D. Okay. Here also A will be same. This will be considered as B dash. Let's consider this as a B dash. Okay. This will be C dash. Okay. Then this again it will follow the same line, same constant pressure line nature. Then B dash T dash phase conversion at P2 pressure, but saturation temperature is now changed because pressure is changed. Because P1, if it is less pressure is there, saturation temperature will be also less. As P2 we have increased, saturation temperature will also increased. So this will consider as a T1. This we consider as a T2 saturation temperature at corresponding P2 pressure. Okay. Then this will be the phase change at T2 saturation temperature and P2 pressure, saturation pressure. Similarly, another pressure P3. Similarly, temperature, saturation temperature will be T3. Point number we call it as a B double dash C. Let us consider C double dash. And let us consider this as a D dash. This as a D double dash. Means as saturation pressure increased to P3, saturation temperature will also goes on increasing, where the phase change will occur. Now at P1 pressure, phase change will occur at T1 temperature. At P2 pressure, phase change will occur at T2 temperature. At P3 pressure, phase change will occur at T3 temperature. And this B dash to C dash, this is the latent heat of evaporation. So when temperature is T1, pressure is P1, latent heat will be this much. Let's consider this as a HFG. As pressure increased, saturation temperature also increased. Latent heat of evaporation, it will become now this to this, B dash to C dash. Now, who will tell? As pressure increased, latent heat of evaporation, whether it is remains same, whether it decreased, or whether it remains same, or whether it is increased.
Decreases. Decreases, sir.
Decreases. Okay. Kunal, you tell decrease. Another, anybody? Suhas, others? Anybody? Suhas is here.
Increases.
Latent heat increases. Just see. Point B dash B to C difference we called as HFG.
Decreases, sir.
Suhas decreases. Means as saturation pressure is goes on increasing, what will happen? Saturation temperature also increases, and latent heat of evaporation goes on decreasing. Okay. Now, if we join all these such points, B, B dash, B double dash, B triple dash, then we will get such kind of curve. And this curve, आता हे जे ग्रीन आहे, ग्रीन पॉइंट आहे, जे ग्रीन पॉइंट, this is called as what? Saturation curve. याला काय म्हणतो आपण? याला saturation curve. Okay, so saturation curve means what? Here point B, B dash, B double dash इथे एका समजा आपला असला B triple dash समजा असला असता. Okay, तर B triple dash these points, what is condition for them? Who will tell? Whether it is liquid, whether it is wet steam, or whether it is vapor. Who will tell? This diagram is very important.
Sir, B triple dash is wet steam.
B triple dash, no, B triple dash not wet. It is also liquid, na. Corresponding pressure will be in this case. If I will go on here again, this pressure will be. Let's consider this as a pressure P4. Then point B corresponding to P4 pressure. Temperature will be T, saturation temperature will be T4. What will be condition? It is liquid or vapor. काय असणार आहे ते? काय असणार आहे B triple dash? विचार सांगा.
Liquid, sir.
हा, लिक्विड. कुणाला
लिक्विड.
श्वास
लिक्विड.
म्हणजे हे सगळे जे पॉइंट आहेत कुठले या वेगवेगळ्या प्रेशरला P1, P2, P3, P4 हे B डॅश, B डबल डॅश, B. ओके, सगळे जर पॉइंट आपण एक सगळे लोकस जोडले तर आपल्याला एक लाईन मिळते. अँड दॅट लाईन वी कॉल्ड एज ए सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड लाईन. इट इज कॉल्ड व्हॉट? लिक्विड लाईन और इट इज कॉल्ड सॅच्युरेटेड लाईनला आपण काय म्हणतोय? सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड लाईन. ओके, ही लाईन इथपर्यंत असणार, इथे पॉईंट असणार. या क्रिटिकल पॉईंट हा याला आपण एक नंतर सांगतो मला हा पॉईंट काय तो. ओके, तसंच आता हे सगळे पॉईंट आहेत. सी हा पॉईंट सी डॅश, सी डबल डॅश, सी ट्रिपल डॅश हे सगळे पॉईंटला काय कंडिशन असणार आहे?
वेपर.
कोण सांगते? वेपर. याला काय म्हणतो आपण सगळ्या पॉईंटला? वेपर. ओके, शुभम म्हणजे सो करेक्ट. सुहास, कुणाल काय असणार आहे तो?
वेपर.
वेपर. आणि ह्या सगळे लाईनचे लोक जर आपण जोडले तर ह्या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे? व्हेपर लाईन. कुठली लाईन म्हणणार आहे? ह्या सगळ्या लाईनला वेगळे व्हेपर असणार आहेत म्हणून ह्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? सॅच्युरेटेड कसली लाईन? एनीबॉडी?
वेपर लाईन.
व्हेपर आहे ह्याला काय म्हणायचं? सॅच्युरेटेड व्हेपर लाईन. ह्या पॉइंटवर ह्या वेगवेगळ्या प्रेशरला वेगवेगळे व्हेपर्स आहेत म्हणजे सगळे आपण जोडले तर त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? सॅच्युरेटेड व्हेपर लाईन. आता हे दोन लाईन आहेत, एक सॅच्युरेटेड व्हेपर लाईन आणि सॅच्युरेटेड वन काय? लिक्विड लाईन. आणि हे जिथं पॉइंटला जॉईन होतात हे तर एका ठिकाणी कुठे जॉईन होते या सगळ्या डोम आहे. हा डोम स्ट्रक्चर याला काय म्हणायचं? सॅच्युरेटेड कर्व. याला म्हणायचं ह्याला सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड लाईन, याला सॅच्युरेटेड, याला सॅच्युरेटेड पिक्चर जाऊ 3 वाजता सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर लाईन. आणि हे दोन लाईन where it is going to be joined get here it is coincide with each other, so that point is called as critical point. या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणतोय? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. Critical point. Now everybody understand what is saturated liquid line, what is saturated vapor line, and what is critical line, critical point. Anybody? Suhas?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Understood.
आता ह्या ओके, सो कुणाल?
Yes sir.
ओके, ह्या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणतोय? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. आता क्रिटिकल पॉइंट हाऊ वी डिफाइन? कोण सांगते? अक्षय हेटिया?
येस सर.
क्रिटिकल पॉइंट म्हणजे काय पॉइंट? सध्या आपण जे डिफाइन केले दोन पॉइंट. क्रिटिकल पॉइंट इज द पॉइंट at which two lines are coincides?
Saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line.
ओके, ह्या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणतोय? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. आता क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला लॅटेंट हीट ऑफ इव्हॅपोरेशन किती असेल? कोण सांगते? at critical point, what is value of HFG? At critical point, काय असेल व्हॅल्यू ऑफ HFG?
0 असणार.
0. Rakesh Biradari telling 0. Who is agree with Rakesh? मॅथमॅटिकल आहे, बरोबर आहे. HFG व्हॅल्यू काय असेल? राकेश इज टेलिंग 0. अजित काय?
Yes, sir.
अजित, व्हॅल्यू ऑफ HFG ऍट क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. राकेश 0 म्हणतोय, राहुल चौधरी पण 0 म्हणतोय. तुमचं काय मत आहे अजित?
Yes, sir. 0.
0. ओके. कुणाल,
Yes, sir.
किती असेल व्हॅल्यू HFG ची
0, sir.
ऍट क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला? HFG व्हॅल्यू काय असेल? दोन्ही पॉइंट जर ओव्हरलॅप झाले
0,
तर
sir.
विचार करा. राकेशनं उत्तर दिलंय 0, सपोर्टेड बाय राहुल चौधरी. Ajit also told me. Kunal, your case, your answer. Suhas and Kunal.
Zero, sir.
0. Okay. आता लक्षात घ्या. As critical point where the two lines, saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line, they are coincides each other. Therefore, latent heat of vaporization is equal to 0. म्हणजे काय? फेज कन्व्हर्जन साठी तिथं काहीच हीट लागत नाही. म्हणजे डायरेक्ट तिथं आता काय होतंय, लिक्विडचं डायरेक्ट कशामध्ये रूपांतर होईल? क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला. एनीबडी? डायरेक्टली वेपर म्हणजे तिथं अजिबात वेळ लागणार नाही. का वेळ लागणार नाही? तर तिथं क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला लॅटेंट हीट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर वेपरायझेशन इज 0. जेवढी लिक्विड लाईन जे आहे, जेवढं लिक्विड इमिजिएटली इट इज कन्व्हर्टिंग इन टू वेपर. आणि हा कन्सेप्ट वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इन द हाय प्रेशर बॉयलर. हाय प्रेशर बॉयलर मध्ये आपल्याला जर स्टीम जास्त रेटनं जर पाहिजे असेल तर आपण प्रेशर तेवढं क्रिटिकल पॉइंट एवढं तयार करायचं, जेणेकरून क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला लॅटेंट हीट लागत नाही. जेवढी सेन्सिबिलिटी आहे त्याचं जेवढी दिली, त्या करस्पॉन्डिंग सेन्सिबिलिटी दिली आपण तेवढी, तर त्या डायरेक्टली त्याचं कन्व्हर्जन कशामध्ये होतं? वेपर मध्ये होतं. त्या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणतोय? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. ओके. अनदर एक्झाम्पल आय विल गिव्ह यू, जनरल एक्झाम्पल. ओके. तुम्ही स्वयंपाक करताना जर बघितलं असेल तर एखादं भांड जर आपण गॅसवर ठेवलं आणि ते त्याच्यामध्ये समजा पाणी नाही, एखादं प्लेट ठेवली आपण ओके गॅसवर आणि ती जर तापवली आणि एक अशा भरपूर तापवली, त्याचं सॅच्युरेशन टेम्परेचर क्रिटिकल पॉइंट येईल एवढी तापवली, आणि तिथं जर आपण त्या केसमध्ये जर आपण हे केलं, पाण्याचे शिंतोडे जर आपण त्या मारले त्या प्लेटवर, तर काय होईल? काय होतं? प्लेट तापवली, एकदम गरम केली क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपण भरपूर क्रिटिकल पॉइंट एवढं टेम्परेचर तापवलं, गरम केले एकदम, आणि त्याच्यावर आपण पाण्याचे थेंब शिंपडले जेणेकरून तापले नाही बघायसाठी, तर काय होतं?
वाफ होते.
डायरेक्टली कन्वर्टेड इनटू वेपर.
डायरेक्टली काय होतं? वेपर. म्हणजे तिथं अजिबात वेळ लागत नाही की पाण्याचं वाफेत रूपांतर व्हायला, अजिबात वेळ लागत नाही, कारण ती क्रिटिकल कंडिशन रीच झालेली आहे. ओके. तव्यामध्ये तवा आहे, प्लेट म्हणजे तवा, तव्यावर जर आपण ते एकदम पाणी शिंपडलं असतं तव्यावर, तर डायरेक्ट त्याचं रूपांतर कशामध्ये होतं? वेपर मध्ये रूपांतर होतं. तसंच हाय प्रेशर बॉयलर मध्ये क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला काय होतं? जेवढे आपण पाणी, तेवढ्या गरम पाणी जेवढं आपण टाकू त्या बॉयलर मध्ये, तेवढ्या वेगानं, तेवढ्या जास्त रेटनं स्टीम तयार होते, कारण तिथं लॅटेंट हीट ऑफ वेपरायझेशन 0 असते. ओके. आता ह्या डायग्राम वरून ही जी डायग्राम आपण आता काढली, सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड लाईन समजली, किंवा सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर लाईन समजली, क्रिटिकल पॉइंट समजला. आता ह्या डायग्रामचं कन्क्लुजन काय काय कोण कोण सांगेल? एक एक कन्क्लुजन प्रत्येकानं सांगायचं. सॅच्युरेशन प्रेशर, एक फॉर एक्झाम्पल सांगतो, सॅच्युरेशन प्रेशर वाढलं की सॅच्युरेशन टेम्परेचर काय होतं? कोण सांगते? सॅच्युरेशन प्रेशर वाढलं, पहिलं कन्क्लुजन. सॅच्युरेशन प्रेशर वाढलं की सॅच्युरेशन टेम्परेचर काय होईल?
Increase.
सॅच्युरेशन प्रेशर इन्क्रीजेस, सॅच्युरेशन टेम्परेचर
Increases.
increases. Okay. First conclusion. Second conclusion. आता as saturation pressure increases, latent heat of vaporization काय होतं?
Decreases.
Decreases. Okay. Critical point म्हणजे काय? Who will tell? Critical
The point
point
at
म्हणजे काय? Point at which liquid saturated
Point
liquid
at
line
which
and
liquid-
the vapor line coincides.
vapor line and liquid.
At critical point, latent heat of vaporization
0.
0. Okay. Due to that, here directly liquid is directly get converted
Liquid
into
directly converted into vapor.
vapor. तर तिथं काय लागत नाही? लॅटेंट हीट लागत नाही. आणि लक्षात ठेवा, लॅटेंट हीट ही सगळ्यात जास्त अमाऊंट खात असते. त्याला जास्त वेळ लागतो लॅटेंट हीटला. म्हणजे कमी प्रेशरला जर तुम्हाला वॉटरचं रूपांतर स्टीम मध्ये करायचं असेल तर लॅटेंट हीट काय होईल? लॅटेंट कमी लागेल का जास्त लागेल?
जास्त लागेल.
जास्त. म्हणून ते वॉटरचं रूपांतर स्टीम मध्ये होण्यासाठी जास्त वेळ लागतो. समज सगळ्या डायग्राम अंडरस्टँड?
Yes, sir.
डायग्राम
Yes, sir.
ड्रॉ करा आधी. ड्रॉ डायग्राम. दिस इज डायग्राम. मेक हेडिंग सॅच्युरेशन कर्व in bracket TH diagram. फास्ट आपल्याला बघ. फास्ट काढा जरा, रफली काढा वाटलेस काय. झाल्यावर मला सांगा. Till time I will take your attendance. मी ड्रॉ करेपर्यंत मी थोडं अटेंडन्स सगळ्यांनी कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन द्या. टुडेज डेट इज आय थिंक 31st जुलै. टायमिंग 1:15 to 3:15. प्रेझेंट नंबर्स तुम्ही कॉल करायचे, मी ॲब्सेंट नंबर कॉल करतो. आपापले नंबर आल्यानंतर आपण अनम्यूट 1 ते 5 ने अनम्यूट व्हायचं आणि तोपर्यंत जागा.
सर
1 म्हणा की तुम्ही. 1 म्हणा. कोण आहे 1?
1
2
3
4
2 sir.
5 6 7 8 9. मी नंबर पुकारतोय म्हणजे ऍबसेंट नंबर पुकारतोय. 9 10
5
10 झालं की 5 वर. 5 काय 5 6 पण आहेत. 7 जागा करा सगळ्यांनी मित्रांनी. आपल्या अटेंडन्स चाललाय म्हणून जाऊ दे आता. 7 8 9 10
11.
ओके. 12 13 14 15. आता अटेंडन्स मला 33 चा दिसतोय. 3 सव्वा 3 पर्यंत मी सोडणार नाही. तोपर्यंत सगळ्यांचा अटेंडन्स 33 दिसला पाहिजे. 15 15 16 अटेंडन्स दिला म्हणजे झालं असं नाही. 15 मिनिटं घ्यायचं आपल्याला लेक्चर. 16, 17, 18, 19,
Yes, sir.
19,
19 present, sir. Yes, sir.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
28 present.
28. Okay, to the cups. 29,
30.
30 present. Okay, 31.
Yes, sir.
राहुल खडके तेवढं येस सर प्रेझेंट
13 present, sir.
उत्तर दे नाही आजकाल. 32, 13,
32, sir. Present, sir.
okay, 30, okay, 30 present, 31, 32 present, okay,
32
33,
present, sir.
no,
34,
okay, I
sir.
take 33, 33, 34,
34, sir. 34
okay,
present.
finish, sir.
35.
35,
30. Yes, sir.
36, 37,
37. 37, sir.
37, okay,
38. 38.
37, 38 present, 37, 38 present, 39,
40.
40 present, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 46 present, 46 present, 47 absent, 48 present, 49,
50.
50 present, 51, 52, 53,
Yes, sir.
okay, 54, 55, 56, 57, 57 present, okay, 58, 59,
59 present, sir.
okay, 60, 61,
Yes, sir. Present 61.
okay, 62, 63,
Present, sir.
64, 64 present, okay, 64,
No, sir. 63.
63. Are you drawing figure, Shivani?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 64,
65.
65, 65 present, okay.
Yes, sir.
Kunal. Okay, 66, 67,
Yes, sir.
okay, 67, okay, present, 68, 69, 70,
Present, sir.
70, रोहित घोडके, ओके. घोडके काय आज उत्तर दिलं नाहीत?
Sir.
उत्तर दिलं नाहीत आज.
Sir, हा.
लक्ष नव्हतं काय?
होतो की
विचारलं
सर.
नाही काय विचारायची वाट बघते. बरं आता सांगताय क्रिटिकल पॉइंट
हा, sir.
लॅटिनिटी किती असते?
सर वेट सर.
हा,
काय म्हणलं सर?
क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला लॅटिनिटी किती असते?
0 सर.
ओके, गुड. ओके, 71. बघा रोहित लक्ष आहे. पण रोहित विचारलंच पाहिजे असं काय नाही, कधी कधी हे करायचं. हा, आता कुणाला सुहास कसे विचार मला माहित देत राहत का ते, पण ते सांग सारखं उत्तर देऊन लक्षात राहिले माझ्या. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. कोण आहे का पुढचं? डायग्राम झाली.
लिहा आता
Yes, sir.
एक्सप्लेनेशन और ना लिहा as saturation pressure increases, ह्या डायग्राम खाली as saturation pressure increases, saturation temperature also, रोहित गोडके आता सांगा, as saturation pressure increases, saturation temperature also
Increases, sir.
increases. Correct. This is our first conclusion of the diagram. Okay. Second conclusion. As saturation pressure increases, latent heat of vaporization,
Decreases.
in bracket HFG, latent heat of vaporization in bracket HFG. हाँ good Rohit. हाँ
Decreases, sir.
हाँ
Hello.
सांगा की HFG
Decreases.
as saturation pressure increases, latent heat of vaporization in bracket HFG decreases. Next, at critical point, latent heat of vaporization, HFG is equal to हाँ कौन सांगते हैं? अजित
0, sir.
0. Okay. Hence, at critical point or temperature, liquid directly converts into water. Liquid directly converts into vapor or steam. Vapor. Don't write it. Liquid directly converts into vapor. Generally, liquid directly converts into vapor. Okay. अजून काय conclusion काढू शकतो आपण ह्या diagram वरून? Okay. All the points on saturated liquid line, having liquid phase, while all the points on saturated vapor line, having vapor phase. Next definition, critical point. Now we'll define critical point. 2-3 पद्धतीने आपण डिफाइन करू शकतो क्रिटिकल पॉइंट. काय करू शकतो? कोण सांगते? क्रिटिकल पॉइंट, the point at which latent heat of vaporization.
The point at which.
Correct. Continue.
The point at which liquid is directly converted into vapor.
Okay, one definition. Another is at point at which latent heat of vaporization is 0, and it is what? The point at which the saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line coincides. Write down. Critical point. The point at which the saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line coincides with each other. The points at which saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line coincides with each other. And at this point, latent heat of vaporization is 0. Now, one simple example we'll go for. So this is also same diagram is there for temperature versus entropy. Only H were to replace by S. Okay. And then equations are there. Entropy of wet steam denoted by letter S wet. Okay. Then enthalpy of dry and saturated steam will by S
dry and saturated. We denote by letter S, dry and saturated. And entropy of superheated steam we denote by letter S, sup. Okay, so these are nomenclature. Okay, so here let us consider this is a temperature versus entropy diagram. So nature is similar to that of which here TH diagram, temperature versus enthalpy diagram. Okay, next class we will take this as a this first. Okay, but before that, today what we have learned. So this is our temperature versus total heat, or TH diagram. Okay, already we have covered this. Okay, so this point is here water, liquid, everything. So point number B, B1, B2, okay, E. Okay, so this is called as what? Which line? Saturated liquid line. Okay, then point number C, C1, C2. This is called as saturated vapor line. Okay, then point E is called as, who will define? Point E is called as
critical point.
Critical point, which is coincidence of this saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line, and this point is called as critical point. And for water, what is critical point value? Who will tell? What is pressure? This pressure is there. This is pressure P1. Here we will consider this as a pressure is P1. Okay, this critical pressure for water will be, what is MCQ they will ask, what is value of critical pressure? कोण सांगते? कुणाल?
221.2 bar.
Okay, and what is at what temperature it will occur?
374.15.
374.15
Right down. Critical conditions of water, or critical point of water. Critical point of water occurs at, लिहून घ्या त्या मागे डायग्राम खाली. Critical point of water occurs at, critical point of water occurs at pressure 221.2 bar. Pressure 221.2 bar. And temperature किती? 374.15 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. हे वॉटरची कंडिशन आहे. पण जेवढं प्रेशर जर एवढं आपण क्रिएट केलं 221.2 आणि त्याच्या करस्पॉन्डिंग सॅच्युरेशन टेम्परेचर किती? 374.15. इट इज कॉल्ड एज क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर ऑफ वॉटर. आणि क्रिटिकल प्रेशर काय असते? 221.2 बार. इंटरव्ह्यू असेल, MCQ असेल, इट विल आस्क. ओके, so critical pressure of water is 221.2 bar and temperature 374.15 degree Celsius. Okay, आता जसं आपण बघितलं मगाशी B2C हे लॅटेंट हेट ऑफ व्हेपोरायझेशन कमी प्रेशरला आहे, P प्रेशरला आहे, P. तर ती कशी व्हॅल्यू आहे? HFG जास्त आहे. ओके, P2 B1 ला दिस P1 C1 डिफरन्स कमी होत जातो, तसा क्रिटिकल पॉइंटला हा डिफरन्स कमी होत जातो. ओके, ही डायग्राम तुम्हाला नंतर मी सेंड करतो. ओके, तर ही याच्यानंतर आपल्याला स्टीम टेबल शिकायला. एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टूड? तर लास्ट क्वेश्चन, क्रिटिकल पॉइंट ऑफ वॉटर ऑकर्स ॲट विच प्रेशर? कोण सांगताय? एक मिनिट, सुजित माने. हे सगळं तोंडपाठ असलं पाहिजे. क्रिटिकल पॉइंट ऑफ वॉटर ऑकर्स ॲट डॅश प्रेशर.
Pressure equal to 221.2 bar and temperature 374.15 degrees Celsius.
हे उद्यापासून विचार लक्षात राहील डायग्राम नसताना सुद्धा. ओके, ठीक आहे. देन आय थिंक वी हॅव कम्प्लीटेड दिस ऑलमोस्ट 80% पार्ट ऑफ आवर चॅप्टर नंबर 2. आता फक्त आपल्याला स्टीम टेबल मध्ये हे व्हॅल्यू कशा बघायच्या आणि कशा आपण व्हॅल्यू काढायच्या, ह्या डेमोचा 1-2 ते 2.5 तासाचा आपल्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण बऱ्यापैकी स्टीम टेबल इंट्रोड्यूस करू. पण हे बेसिक सगळ्याला माहित पाहिजे. आज आपला आहे शुक्रवार. ओके, आपले लेक्चर म्हणजे मंगळवार आणि शुक्रवार असतात. बरोबर आहे का? आता आपलं शनिवार, रविवार, सोमवार 3 दिवस मला वाटते लेक्चर नाही आहेत, म्हणजे सॉरी उद्यापासून शनिवार रविवार सोमवार 3 दिवस लेक्चर नाही. मला वाटतं आपलाच दिवशी मंगळवार लेक्चर. जर मला सगळे ही बेसिक जे आता मी शिकवले ते तुम्हाला मी आता आलं पाहिजे. आणि पहिल्या राहिलेले पीपीटी पण तुम्हाला आता लगेच सेंड करतो मी. मला कुणाल शेटे आणि कुणाल सुहास आणि शनेश्वर या ठिकाणी रिप्लाय दिला की मला पीपीटी मिळाल्या म्हणून. ओके, ठीक आहे. नाउ एव्हरीबडी इज परमिटेड टू क्यूट द लेक्चर. एनीबडी आय वॉन्ट टू से समथिंग? मंगळवारी येताना सगळं बेसिक क्लिअर पाहिजे.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
थँक्यू रोहित.